How's it going, YouTubers? Cormuff here. Thank you for joining me for another video today. And today we've got the breakdown of the Forza 6 demo just before its pre-release, if you like. Anybody that's got the Ultimate Edition will be getting this on Thursday, which is the 15th. But I'm just going to break down the demo, give you my thoughts on things that we've seen in the demo, and what we've got to expect in the coming instalment of the series. So first of all, the demo I really love. I'm a massive fan of any developers that take the time to do demos these days. These days most games, especially AAA titles, are retailing in the UK between what, 45, 40 if you're lucky, and anywhere up to 60 just for a standard game, and then if you've got special editions and all that gubbins on top, you could be parting ways with £100+. So it's really nice that you get a demo, and a demo that's out before the game's released. I know we've just had Dying Light and things, we've just had a demo out for that, but that game must have been out nearly a year, probably 6 months now, and we've just got a demo, which is just a bit weird. But so I really do love it when developers take the time to give us a demo. It's fantastic. So the demo starts off with a quick video, as always, a little introduction video of why we race. And actually, I didn't realise that was kind of the theme to this game of why we race and that. And obviously, it's because we love motor cars. But I actually did a why we race video myself, which was for the cancer research race that we did this past weekend, which went fantastically, but that's for another video. So do check out that video, because obviously I've said why I raced in that particular race, other than loving racing, that's just something behind why I race. So on the screen you're going to be seeing lots of different bits of footage, and we're going to break down different bits, but the demo starts off with that intro, and then you get straight into the Ford GT race. The Ford GT is a really nice car, and it sounds awesome around the Rio track, and it seems to be an amped up version of Prague. It's a really nice track to race around. It's a theory track, I believe, or a dream track around the streets of Rio, but it does give it that edge and that kind of a Prague feel to it. So it's kind of that some of the cambers are a bit strange, and you've got cobblestone and you're going over bits of curb and things like that, and it's really good. Obviously with that initial race you have got all the assists and stuff on, so you don't get a full feel for it. It's just more of a welcome to the game, and then you can start changing things. And then from then on you get an introductory qualifying event of 3 races and a bonus race or invitational race, which I've broken down into separate videos. If you guys want to see those races, please do so. I've released the first race at Lime Rock, then you go to Yas Marina at night, and then from then you go Sebring, but in between those 2 races you get to do a bit of IndyCar racing, which is all really good fun. The only kind of negative, it's not massive negative, but a few people have been moaning about how the cars handle, and what you've got to appreciate is these cars are D-Class, so they're not got all the upgrades, but they have been upgraded a little bit. But the issue that you're finding with the handling is because they've had an auto upgrade to them. So where if I did a D-Class custom build and tune, it would have more handling and different things like that. I wouldn't just go all for power, and when the computer automatically does it, it just does whatever it can to mathematically get it to bang on 500, D-Class 500. So that's why you're going to have those little bits of that. The Toyota GT86 is a bit of a bitch to handle. The back end kicks out quite a bit and different things, but that's because I'm getting used to the new mechanics and because of how the cars have been tuned. But overall it's a good fun, it's great. Sebring is absolutely nuts in the wet. There's some puddles that just absolutely throw you off the track if you don't hit them at the right pace, or if you're doing a bit of acceleration and turning and different things. It's just nuts. There's a couple of puddles that go straight over the track and have spit me off the track so many times. The very first race that I did that unfortunately didn't capture right, I took the first corner at Sebring hard over to the left to whip round some cars, and I didn't know there's a massive puddle there, and it just absolutely catapulted me into a massive spin and into loads of cars, and there was just a massive cluster muck in that, and yeah, so that was interesting. So moving on from there, we're going to have a look at a few other bits. The audio may change a little bit because I'm going to cut it up just so it fits right. So that was the introductory races there. So one of the additions that we have got to the career mode, I'm not 100% sure if it's just career mode, I presume it is, and it's not going to be multiplayer, is the mods. And what happens is, if anybody's played FIFA and things like that, and the NFL games and whatnot, you get cards, and each one of these cards, when you open the packs up, have various abilities and different things. So it's a little bit like having a wild card that you can put into play, and then it'll give you an enhancement. So the mods that you get from the demo, you get one that gives you a cash boost, one that gives you a 1 grid up position, and then another one that enhances your crew and it gives you 6% grip, and plus an extra 6% if you're at Yas Marina. Some of them are one shot only, some of them are just for you keep indefinitely, and there's different levels, so you've got common, rare, legendary and things like that, I presume, and you can also sell them. So it's all good fun, and it's a good way of being able to enhance what you can do in the race, and a good way of also getting some extra money. So if you think you've got a good chance of winning a race, you want to boost that up, and I don't know what other cards there's going to be. We'll try, and I might see how much money I get at the start, and we'll open loads of packs just to see what we can get. If you guys are up for seeing that, I don't know if you can use them in multiplayer or not, but they are something good, and something good to enhance the gameplay. Not a massive fan personally of the ones that give you extra grip and extra speed and things like that, but that's just my personal preference. But it's good for those people that just want to casually play the game and things like that. But who knows what the other ones are. You might find one that puts you at the back of the grid, but if you win that you get 100% more coins. I don't know, we'll see, but that's just a little extra that we have got to look forward to in the career mode. So one little extra that they have brought to the game, which I presume will go over career mode and different things as well, is when you level up you get a spin, which is something that we've seen in Forza Horizon 2, and they've brought over to Forza 6, which is great. I like it because when you do level up you get something a little bit extra, something rather than just the standard X amount of coins, X amount of this, and it can give you anything from money, from cars, and I think you can even win the cards as well, which is really good. I don't know if you're VIP, if you're going to double up on that like you did on Horizon 2, I'm not sure. But they say it's a spin, but it's got a very, not Wheel of Fortune, it's got a, oh god, I can't remember the name of the game show, catchphrase. It's got a catchphrase feel to it, where you get to pick and stop the button when it lights up a certain part on that grid, and then that's what you get, and you open up and it reveals a square and things. The first time I did do the spin on the demo, I actually got the Bugatti Veyron, and then the second time I did one, I got a million credits, which is really good. The second time I did it, it did change. So the demo is random. I don't know if it does that for your first one, just to tease you a little bit, I'm not sure, but it's just something really nice. It's a way of you getting some extra cars that you might not necessarily buy. You can actually sell them if you want to, I believe, and also just a way of getting different coins and different things, and obviously the first time you play the game, when you get those levels, you're going to get quite a lot of these, so it's going to be good fun and just something a little extra to give back to you guys. So the tuning options that we do have in this game are exactly the same as they have been in previous games. The menus look a lot smoother, they're a bit flat, they just seem to stand out just a little bit more to me. It's got a very Windows 10 feel to it, it's kind of flat but bold at the same time, but you've got exactly the same. You've got tyre pressures, gear changing, you've got your suspension, your ride height, your differential tunings and all that, so nothing's actually changed in terms of anything looking any different. Anybody that's tuned before in the Forza series will know exactly what they're doing, will know exactly what to expect, and it looks exactly the same, but just with an enhanced menu, which isn't a bad thing. It means that anybody that's familiar to it knows what to expect. Once I get the full game, I'll give you a breakdown of the tuning, and obviously I'll be doing my own tunes and giving that to you all, but I'll give you more of an in-depth when I know what I've put on the car and just what the tuning is and if anything's changed. The feel of the game feels a lot better than Forza 5, so obviously we might not be changing a lot. And obviously on the left you've got your benchmarks again, as usual, so there's not really a lot to say about the tuning. It is there, it's great, it's what we all know, and I presume there is some tweaks behind the scenes to that, which we'll find out in the full game. So finally, the one of the last things to add or the second to last thing to add, is that you've got the showcase events and invitational events there. I've just got the grid on screen there that you get. So there's, I think there's 10 different categories, just doing a quick count then, of what you can expect and what you're getting invited to, and I presume it depends on what part of the career you're on and different things. But there's lots of different things to do. The one in the demo is obviously IndyCar racing, which is really good fun, and I really like it. It's a lot easier with the wheel than what it is on the controller because it's not as twitchy. And the only other thing is the computer is really slow around it. After the 5th lap I was lapping the whole pack. And they do some really stupid movements on it. The driver tires actually have improved a lot on this. We can segue into that to say that the driver tires are really good, and the people that have got the full game already in advance, I have heard that it is really good. But I do like the fact that you do get these invitationals and you can go and try something a little bit different that you might not necessarily want to drive yourself, and you get that extra few coins for it and stuff as well. So that is really good little addition there. So in wrap up, I like the demo a lot. I can't wait for Forza 6 to be fully released. The more I see of it, the more I want it. So I'm trying not to watch too much of the stuff that's going around at the minute, just because I don't want to spoil it for myself. But it does look fantastic. I love how what they've done with the weather, and the way they've done the puddles, and the way it does change how the car handles. There's a lot of games out there. In previous games, you need speed games and whatnot, where they just reduce the traction when you're driving around. But I love how Forza have gone that next step and that next level to give you the puddles, which just completely just throw your car off. And there's a little bit down Sebring if you go again near the wall and down the start finish straight, and there's a little puddle there, and it just pulls you into the side. It's crazy, but it just adds that extra bit. It gives you something extra to fight with when you're playing online, that you could force an opponent into a puddle and they've got to ease off because they don't want to go careering off the track and things. So it just gives that extra element to it. Obviously we've got the night racing as well, which is fantastic. Anybody that hasn't really done any night racing, you're in for a surprise, because the tracks are completely different when it's in the dark, especially if you're in a car that hasn't got any lights, but that's for another video down the road. But it is really good driving at night, and obviously with the weather as well. Everything that I've seen in the demo, I can't praise it any more than what I have done. It is fantastic. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Let me know what your favourite thing is in the demo and what you're looking forward to, what you can't wait for in the full game when it is released. If you have got the Ultimate Edition, it is on the 15th, and then the 10th, and then it'll be the 15th for the full release, 5 days after that. I have got the Ultimate Edition, so I will be doing videos as soon as I can. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a breakdown I've done, and until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and all those fantastic things. I shall see you on the next video.